MULATSCHAG! Ich bin ready.
Ich bin 13 Jahre alt, that's all I know. I am 12 years old. Hello everyone, hello.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
MULATSCHAG.
Well, it's just about the energy, making sure everyone's together and having a bit of a release, because obviously everyone's been a bit sad, everyone's been in their own head, and what music does, it allows you to get outside of that, unleash that little bit of sadness that you've got, and everyone come together and feel like this is your church, you know what I mean? If you like rock music, it's your religion, isn't it, really? Some people have Christianity, whatever. I have rock and roll. You have rock and roll, and that's what this is about. It's about rock and fucking roll, mate.
And it's like a big family reunion, isn't it? We've not been here, like you said, for 2.5 years.
We played in Austria once in Vienna, and then to have that today was like,
it's incredible.
Wow.
Everyone was so like you know, they were so ready and they partied hard.
And that's all we want, because we party. It's insane.
It's insane.
It's heartbreaking. Honestly, I think
you lose a little bit of yourself, don't you?
I mean, I lost friends. You know what I mean? I think we all lost friends. You know, people that didn't, not just to COVID. I mean, I lost more friends to suicide during the last 2.5 years than I did to COVID, and that was because they didn't get to live the life that they wanted to do. And so we carry them with us now, and it's one of those things that you do for yourself, you do for them, and you do for that period of time. You know, you do it for the future.
I think that's it. It's a reaffirming time where you just have to live each day as it's your last. Like, we go on and we put in 110%, and we just want people to enjoy, you know, enjoy what we're doing and what they're doing. And
you just need to remember that, don't take it for granted, because
it can be pulled away.
It can be pulled away.
Under your feet.
And people come too.
Before the pandemic, I would get so stressed before gigs trying to sort out things and just overthinking, and then I'd before I know it, I'd be off stage when I've played the gig, and I wouldn't enjoy it. Exactly. And those moments, they come and go, and they won't be around forever. So those 2 years, I had to reflect on myself. I was like, I need to be more in the moment.
I'm really glad you did that, because it was really annoying before. And I was like, just enjoy it, and you're like, I can't. And it's like, you can enjoy it a bit more now. Like, it's one of them, like, I think you realise what's important, and it's not money, it's experience, and it's connection. That's it. I mean, there's got to be one for Aussie. You know, Aussie's got his own city on the moon. There'd be an Aussie city. You know, there'd also be, what else? You know, AC/DC. Big fan of AC/DC. Obviously, the king of that city would be Freddie. Freddie Mercury is king, always and forever.
It will. There is no other feeling that you can beat than a distorted guitar at full volume smashing you in the face. 100%. There is no other feeling. You can't beat it.
The thing is, what rock and roll is, it's not just like the music, it's the feeling, and it's the ownership, and it's the identity. It's the alternative. Like, when I was 13, wearing a My Chemical Romance t-shirt, walking home from school, I got beaten up, because you're always seen as not the mainstream, you're seen as different, and society needs those people that are different, but we're good different because we're accepting of everybody. If you're in an alternative space, if you're in a rock space, you can be gay, you can be queer, you can be trans, people don't give a shit, and that's why rock and roll is the most beautiful thing on this planet, right? Because it allows you to be free, it allows you to be yourself, and it allows you
it's a community, it's a mindset and a community.
It's a religion, man.
And you can't get rid of that.
And once it's in your heart, it never leaves. Humans are incredibly resilient, and I think we've actually got a short memory. Like, we're very good at forgetting and actually really kind of returning back to how, like, our old ways. Do you know what I mean? So I always knew that we'd bounce back. I think people are probably more anxious internally now, because they had that time of, a lot of people had never reflected internally on themselves, and I think it's more obvious now that people have. But I think we are very resilient as a species, and I think we always would return to what comes naturally. you know, and that is community. We need community, and with the internet now, it makes it harder, but we need stuff like this to come together. I mean, we would love to be vegan, but I can't be vegan because I would die.
There's you know, my girlfriend is vegetarian, and I looked at like how much meat I was consuming beforehand, and I think it's part and parcel of many different things, you know.
I would love for the government to ban meat, honestly. I would love them to go, it's illegal.
And carbon emissions from cars, you know, it's a huge bigger picture where we all need to stand up and be like...
For me, I would love to be vegan, but I can't because I have like an eating disorder. So sometimes I don't eat for days, and the only thing that gets me back to eating is chicken nuggets. So if I don't... Or cheese, and this is the thing my mum says to me, if I turned vegan or was vegan, I wouldn't eat anything because I'm very in tune with my mood. If I'm like a sad person, I don't feel hungry, and the only thing that gets me eating again, sometimes I eat for 3 days, is chicken nuggets.
We came from an age where in school it was taught as like your balanced diet, you needed to have the meat as protein, and it's kind of getting out of that cycle now where you've got kids that are vegetarian, vegan, because they're...
Protein isn't not just meat.
No, of course, you know, the science has moved on. We're learning, we're being educated better, and these children, the future of mankind, are making the better decisions.
It'll get there. Eventually, 100 years time maybe, we will be a vegan planet, I think.
MULATSCHAG.
Hey, I'm Jim, this is Han, we're Hot Milk.
You're watching MULATSCHAG, the only TV that you need.
MULATSCHAG!